Another day, another case in the world of cryptocurrency. However, Coinbase, the biggest cryptocurrency exchange globally, is a party to this trial. The XRP Ripple has put pressure on the exchange, yet an amazing event happened. In addition to using all of its resources to defend XRP, Coinbase plans to push the price to all-time highs. The price might skyrocket to $15,000 according to experts. Quite awesome, isn't it? Let's dissect it. It will astound you. Disclaimer. The legal spotlight has returned to Ripple's XRP, but this time, Ripple is not the defendant, it's Coinbase. Furthermore, even while that could seem like a setback, it might potentially open the door for an unexpected price rally. Gemini co-founder Tyler Winklevoss has entered the debate with Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield, who recently launched a lawsuit against Coinbase for allegedly selling unregistered assets, including XRP, through its Prime service and primary platform. This action has rekindled regulatory discussions that many in the cryptocurrency industry thought had been resolved. Winklevoss didn't hold back when speaking. He even said that the Attorney General should be impeached for disregarding well-established legal precedent in a post that swiftly went viral on X. What is the reason behind Oregon's current attempt to restart the lawsuit at the state level? According to the state's Department of Justice, it is filling a regulatory void that resulted from what it perceives to be federal inaction during the previous administration. However, many in the industry don't think this explanation is valid. The SEC has already withdrawn its legal actions against Coinbase, Ripple, and a number of other cryptocurrency companies, indicating a more general change in the regulatory landscape. In addition to being out of step, Oregon's determination on going forward seems like a political, well, it is. Ploy with legal cover. Naturally, Coinbase is refusing to back down. Indeed, it announced the launch of XRP futures contracts on its derivatives platform, expanding its XRP offerings just days after the complaint was filed. That isn't a business running away from legal action. That business is doubling down. The legal team at Coinbase, under the direction of Chief Legal Officer Paul Grewal, has made it apparent that they are frustrated. Grewal claimed that the complaint disregards the law, the facts, and previous court decisions, implying that investor protection is not the goal. Power plays are at play. This is a thick case of irony. Because of the SEC's tough stance, XRP Ripple coin was being delisted from major exchanges just a year ago. Now that the storm has passed and Ripple is firmly established, Coinbase is raising XRP's profile in an attempt to attract more attention and liquidity to the token. What happens when regulatory clouds lift has been demonstrated by history. XRP can rise. In 2023, after Ripple won a partial court case, the value of XRP almost doubled in a day. This most recent drama could be the start of something new. Institutional traders enter the market through futures contracts. They provide hedging tools, leverage, and an indication of a token's market maturity. Big players receive a message when Coinbase lists XRP futures. XRP hasn't simply returned, it is once again turning, becoming a core asset. Tyler Winklevoss's outspoken support of XRP highlights the industry's mounting annoyance. Leaders are fed up with state-level disputes that go against decisions made by federal courts and disjointed regulations. However, these conflicts may also be the catalyst that propels XRP to new heights. Adversity often sharpens the concentration, as the instance of Ripple showed. Additionally, the rebound can be explosive as it clears. It gets much more bizarre, though. According to experts, we're about to make a significant move that will surprise even long-time holders. It's not just hype either. Behind-the-scenes activity has the potential to cause one of the biggest price spikes in recent memory. Thus, a recent tweet from Ripple Oracle strikes a deep chord with the growing sentiment within the XRP community. XRP's past is reoccurring. Despite its simplicity, this line captures the cyclical pattern of assets, their rise, collapse, and subsequent rise. Although XRP has experienced extreme volatility in the past, the future may be very different. This time, as a result of its growing acceptance and usefulness in international banking. Even though some people still consider XRP to be a speculative asset, things are changing. King Karen and others have made a daring claim. In 2025, we will be XRP millionaires. Unquestionably, there is an allure to this, particularly in light of the industry's Recent upheavals and the growing interest in Ripple's legal disputes. Could 2025 be the year when XRP becomes widely accepted, given that the SEC lawsuit appears to be behind Ripple? However, it doesn't end there. The audacious forecasts on XRP's future continue to surface, some of which are hard to overlook. In a recent tweet, Steph, who had previously been skeptical, acknowledged that she had been, and said, "Mistaken about XRP all along. This cycle, we won't touch $30.00. We'll reach $100.00." For someone who previously questioned XRP's potential, this is a big change, because the ceiling is now far higher than first thought. The market receives a strong signal regarding XRP's long-term prospects when those who have been skeptical of the asset start to change their minds. Another well-known figure in the XRP community, Jack the Rippler, made an astounding forecast. Before the end of 2030, XRP will reach $1,000.00. Jack's statement exemplifies the kind of audacious thinking that characterizes the XRP community, even though it may seem unrealistic to some. By 2030, XRP might reach $1.00, especially if you take into account the potential outcomes of greater use cases and worldwide acceptance in the upcoming years. However, the tweet from XRP consultant is what truly catches your eye. This feeling, he said, reflects a growing perception among some XRP holders that the value of the token extends beyond speculative trading. The price of XRP may be a reflection of its potential to become a pillar of the global financial system. These expectations are only strengthened by a recent disclosure made by a Ripple official. A senior Ripple official presented a scenario in which XRP might someday hit an incredible $15,000.00 per coin, according to the XRP. The main idea here is not that XRP will be valued at a certain figure such as $15,000.00. Rather, it is that the token may allow enormous sums of money to move through international markets, using XRP as the medium of exchange. With this change in viewpoint, the emphasis is now on the use of XRP rather than its current value on a chart. While some may laugh, many Ripple advocates already believe that this situation is not just possible, but inevitable. All of this makes it very evident that XRP is more than just a cryptocurrency. It's developing into a potent instrument that has the potential to change the way money moves around the world. Its price will rise in tandem with its usefulness, maybe in ways that are beyond our current comprehension. Undoubtedly, XRP's future is better than ever, regardless of whether it ever reaches $15,000.00 per coin. The best might still be ahead if you've been waiting. However, the majority of individuals are unaware of this. Ripple is making significant strides in Asia behind the scenes. We recently discovered a revolutionary collaboration that might hold the secret to reaching that $15,000.00 goal. And believe me, you have never seen a bullish indication like this one. The price of XRP may be significantly impacted by the impending massive advancement in Ripple's worldwide adoption. In the most recent development, XRP has been incorporated into Mercoin, a cryptocurrency platform run by Mercari, one of the biggest and most well-known resale markets in Japan. This puts XRP right at the hands of regular Japanese customers, as it is now accessible to a staggering 20 million users. Even more intriguing is the ease with which XRP is being incorporated into a platform that people already utilize on a daily basis. Users can trade XRP using their current balances, points, or bank transfers for as little as 1 Japanese yen. This easy access makes XRP more accessible than ever before.